What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be posting a video on how to replace this little button cluster on a 23 Honda Accord. I have the hybrid, the sport hybrid version, but I think it's the same in all of them. And let me show you what's going on. Okay, so not that long ago I noticed when I tried to turn the volume down using this control that it wouldn't go. I had to press it really hard to get it to go, and it wasn't making that audible click like it does when it goes up. So I thought it was dirty at first, and I went ahead and tried to clean it out and stuff, and that didn't work. And eventually I took the entire thing apart, and if you can see, let me try to get the focus, you can see that that corner right there is broken off, and the button that it presses is actually down in that corner. The top one's right here in the middle, and then the bottom one is down there in that left corner. So without that piece being there, it's just not clicking. So we're gonna go ahead and take this whole thing apart and replace it. The first step is unhooking the negative battery terminal, or the negative terminal on your battery. Make sure this thing doesn't blow up in your face or anything. I don't know if that would happen, but that's how I imagine it. So anyways, we're gonna do that, and I will be right back. All right, guys, now that the negative battery is unplugged, we're gonna have to remove this entire center piece to be able to get this, bezel out. So to do that, you're gonna have to come, let me see if I can get a good video. It's raining, so I don't have much space. Everything has to be recorded from inside the car. There's a hole here, a hole on the other side here. And then there's also one up underneath of it right here. So you have to get something small. Let's see what I got. I have a couple tools down here. So I have this little poker guy. And you have to get up in here and let's see. Okay, you can feel it when it pops out. And you can see this popped. Let me get up underneath of it. Or you know what, I'm gonna do the side first and then I'll hit the bottom. All right, I had to put the camera down to do that. So I got them all off, and you will have, this thing will pop right off and you'll have it, hooked up. I don't think I'm going to unhook any of this. Let me close the door real quick. I have my trusty painter's tape, and I'm just going to put it up here and tape it. So I need 2 hands to do that. I'll be right back. Okay. And then the next step is going to be just removing this bezel. This entire thing will pop off. All right, so now that those guys are off, this thing should just pop. Should be able just to pop it right off. Okay, actually I forgot. First, then you have to unclip these little clips back here to get it. Get that guy off. There's another one on this side. We'll get this one off. And now it's loose. So what we're gonna wanna do is just kind of pop the old one out. Boom, it's out. All right, old one's out. You can see there's the piece. It's broken. Toss that. Yeah, let's compare it. This is the new one in my left hand. This is the old one in my right hand. Okay. I bought it off of eBay, so we'll see. Looks the same. All right, well. Anyways, we'll go ahead and put it back, do everything in reverse. just just want to make sure everything's nice and snug and popped into place. I'd taken this off just to kind of check it out the first time when I noticed it was broken. And getting these guys, because it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if we can see it. There's another clip that's underneath of this one. You can see it right there, and you have to get both of those holes to line up, and then also get it to line up on the thread part. Pro tip, put something, I'm gonna shove a piece of paper down there. Put something in there so that screw doesn't fall down in this plastic piece, and then you have to take the whole thing off just to get it out. That happened to me last time. All right. Now I'm going to pause the video, get these screws back in so I don't make myself look like a fool, and then we will put the rest of it together, hook the battery back up, and double check it works. I would just double check it works now, but again, I have concerns about this being out of the thing. I don't know. I just would rather put it back together. So I'll do that. Come back and see me in a second. All right, I finally got it in. I recommend being careful with these screws because they're pretty soft metal, and the first time I took these apart, I didn't strip it, but it's on its way. So just be careful with those screws. Anyways, we have it all back together, and now we're just gonna go ahead and take this off. Let me see. Oh wait. Let me get this to pop in here. This is not really popped in, right? Hold on. And so we just popped this guy back on here. Just notice, be careful about these clips right here, because I noticed that one of these clips broke when I popped this thing off. Be careful with that. I'm gonna have to order a new bezel piece or whatever. But we're gonna hook the negative battery terminal back up and then start the car up and just double check and make sure it works. So I'll be back. All right, we're gonna check it out together. I have to give it a second for everything to reset. All the lights are gonna be on. Let's see, I guess we can see if it works. All right, when I just did that, it hooked to my car. Yay, it works. All right, guys, that's how it's done. I just will put this in as a disclaimer. There is that clip right here. I looked up in here and you can see that it's broken. It like had broke off, so be careful with taking this piece off. I'm gonna have to, I guess, get a new piece for that or whatever, but I'd rather do that than not be able to control the volume. System, continue driving. All right, I'm just gonna let it go for a second. Real quick, it said to keep driving, so I drove it down to the end of the street. All the lights went off. Volume seems to work good. The only thing is the clip, you know, that little gap in there kind of bugs me. But it is what it is. I'm gonna order a new one and we'll be back in business.